Ira niega.
Add out.
Yeah. You're toast! Let's dance. I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Let's speed things up a little. You've been a naughty boy.
Hey! Eat this! Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge. I see everything.
Surrender and I'm gentle. Come a little closer.
I'll protect us. Positions.
Bye 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 hug diya.
Press this on your side. All eyes on me.
नहीं अरे यार तो ऐसी बात यार माना ही खत्म हो गया मेरा
This dance is for you. Press this on your side. Let's dance. Positions.
Bye 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 bye. दो जन चढ़ गया था. कहाँ पर लापू है? ये कैसा बंदा है भाई अपना?
अपना इन नाव के नेट में खेल रहा है क्योंकि
Blitz.
Nice and spicy.
आप पूछना आपको भाग रहा है
I'll settle this.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Try not to enjoy this too much. Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
हाँ बंदे तो बंदे
Out of my way.
अरे अरे यार ये देखो ये को
At the frying pan.
Don't get frostbite.
क्या पूछना मजा आती है घर बना लो हमने ये इन लोगों को
You're in for a little shock.
Oh.
Surrender.
इधर 4-5 बंदे आ जाएंगे
You've been a naughty
बाय बाय
boy.
बाय ये कूदेगी कूदी 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 नहीं कूदी
तो गया मैं इनका है वो ले गया किसी को तो वही लैंडस्लॉट चलो डैमेज दे दिया था उन्होंने पहले में
Not now.
Cool it.
Boba, get them.
वाह
I'll protect us.
पूछा पूछा पूछा
Dodge this.
Stars, shine for me.
Oh, so sorry.
लैंडस्लॉट टर्टल से चुरा लिया पता नहीं कैसे तो
Eat this.
लैंड्स तो डाटा चुरा ही लेगा ना आपको
My guiding stars.
नहीं नहीं ऐसा लापू तो मर गया था ना लास्ट टर्टल ले रहा था उनका
The frying pan into the fire.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Ready, steady, go. The night is cold. Don't be scared. You're toast.
लापू लापू
Nice and spicy.
लापू
Don't
मरा
get frostbite. Dodge this.
नहीं लापू लापू ऐसा ऐसा वो
Not
प्रश्न
now.
कर दिया भाई
Cold. Mine to command.
थोड़ा वेस्ट है
वो एक टरेट लेंगे हम दो ले लेंगे
Too slow.
और इसको
We're way behind schedule.
आंसर इसको क्या चल रहा है तो भी चलो चलो चलो
No touching.
नहीं
Born of ice and frost.
ये सैवेज था मेरा टर्न नहीं होता तो इसका फ्लिकर नहीं है टेंशन नहीं है बफ चाहिए भाई माना नहीं इसने साले वापस से गायब हो गए
Next on the agenda,
भाई उधर क्यों गया? हैं? इधर ही आ जाता। हाँ।
Access denied.
भाई यार
We're way behind schedule.
क्या? अबे मैं उसके स्टन में स्टन कैसे हो रहा पता नहीं। मैं सही टाइम पर हिट दबा रहा हूँ फिर भी स्टन हो रहा हूँ।
क्या जहाज के
नहीं उसके वो क्या है ग्विन।
अल्ट तेरी तेरे को वो थोड़े सीसी इम्यून थोड़े देती है।
हाँ मैं सब इससे में कैंसिल हो जाता है। मतलब अगर कुछ भी स्टन वन रहेगा ना मेरे पे वो सब कैंसिल हो जाता है मैं हिल जाऊंगा तो।
हैं?
समझ रहा है? अगर मैं स्टन
ये
रहूंगा
करता
या
है
कुछ रहूंगा तो अगर मैं
ये भी
मेरा हिल
होता है क्या?
दबाऊंगा। हाँ तो मिया का हिट क्यों रहता है?
मुझे तो
इम्यूनिटी
जहां
नहीं
तक
मिलता
पता था वो
पर सब
भागने के लिए होता
प्यूरिफाइड
है।
ऐसे हो जाता है। वही स्टन वन भी रहूंगा तो भी एक्टिवेट कर सकता हूँ मैं ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ।
We're way behind schedule.
देखना पड़ेगा मतलब कभी देखा नहीं। पहले तो नहीं था चेंज किया था क्या?
नहीं यही है रे उसका।
क्या बात कर रहे हो ये सीसी इम्यून तो कभी नहीं मिलता था।
सीसी इम्यून नहीं प्यूरिफाइड ऐसा समझ ले। प्यूरिफाई स्पेल लग गया था। देख देखा।
वो लगने के बाद लगता होगा ना तो पहले मार रहा होगा।
अरे दिखाओ। बाय बाय।
भाग गया वो।
बन्ना लोग इसका मॉन्स्टर तो कुछ काम का ही नहीं आ रहा।
ये कहाँ कूदा चाकू?
हाँ पता।
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
It's been getting quite busy recently. Welcome.
आया ही नहीं वहां पे होना। चलो मैं जा रहा हूँ।
भाई मिया फार्म होगी तो उससे भयंकर कोई नहीं है भाई गेम में। अगर मिया फार्म हो गई तो
लेस्ली।
अबे लेस्ली को टारगेट करने के लिए करेगी ना। मिया रहेगी तो देख मिया कैसे करेगी। मिया गायब होके आएंगे वैसे लेस्ली भी अपना दिमाग चला सकती है। पर मिया जैसे मैं खेलूंगा तो मैं अल्टीमेट एक्टिवेट करके उसको 2 हिट मार दूंगा बस।
Busy recently.
वो तो
If
उसको
you
तो
lie
रिएक्ट
on the
करने का भी टाइम
grass,
नहीं
you
मिलेगा।
can feel
अरे
the
तू वहां
heartbeat of
तक
the
पहुंचने
world.
चाहिए ना। मैं भी एक पता है इसका देख रहा था गेम प्ले से ही। ग्लोबल लेस्ली थी कोई भाई मतलब पूरे मैच हार रहे हैं वो लोग गधे की तरह। वो खाली फार्म करते बैठा था इधर उधर जाके। एक दो किल ले रहा है मर जा रहा है फार्म कर रहा है फिर मर जा रहा है। जॉनसन था सामने वाली टीम में वो पहले जा रहे थे इसको पकड़ पकड़ के बदांग वो। भाई जैसे 3 आइटम बने और 3-4 किल निकाल लिए उसने। भाई जो मारा है कुत्ते की तरह पूरे मैच। उसके बाद तो मतलब वैलिड था सामने अर्ली गेम
भाई
पूरा धक्का मार के वो कर रहा था।
लेस्ली लेस्ली को मारना बहुत टफ है भाई।
It's
भाई
अगर
2
nice
हिट
to de-stress.
बस
सॉरी
2
आप
हिट
वैसे
वैलिड
सही बोले।
खत्म। मैंने बोला बस हो गया बहुत देख लिया मैंने आज। पूरा मैच कैरी कर दिया फिर उसने अकेले ने।
नहीं नहीं वो तो है लेस्ली। मैं जब क्लॉड खेलता हूँ ना
भाई
लेस्ली मेरे
चाओ
अगेंस्ट आती है।
ग्लोबल किसी का भी गेम प्ले देखना आधे टाइम तो बेचारे मैच मेकिंग पेनल्टी ड्यूरेशन ये क्या है? हैं?
ट्रैश टॉक किया क्या तो फिर
अबे मेरे को नहीं ऊपर मैच दबाया रोशना तो लिखा आ रहा था कुछ।
रशा तूने ट्रैश टॉक किया?
नहीं इंसेन इंसेन क्या है?
Add Astro.
इंसेन ने किया?
Thank you for coming.
बाप रे ये क्या होता है? क्रेडिट स्कोर कितना है इसमें? 103 हो रखा है क्रेडिट स्कोर बेचारे का।
एफ के जाता है क्या बहुत वो?
मैच पर ये क्या लिखा आता है ऐसा मतलब?
Behold!
Hey, isn't that Nahida?
अच्छा मतलब हमें वेट करना होगा 30 सेकंड, उसके बाद हमें मैच देंगे ऐसा?
हाँ,
Didn't think
वो
we'd run
पेनल्टी
into
वाह।
each
लगता है ना तो वो सॉरी बोलता है ना,
हाँ।
थोड़ा कम हो जाता है टाइम। वो एक ऑप्शन आता है।
अरे लेकिन वो
Oh,
सॉरी
hey
में केवल
there.
तभी ऑप्शन आता है
It's
जब
been
तुम
a
मतलब
while,
कि बहुत ही
hasn't it?
रेयरली कभी कुछ
What have
करते हो
you two
तब।
been up to?
हाँ तो इसका
ठीक है ना?
रेयर ही है, इसका
कहाँ,
हाँ रेडी हो
100
गए।
103 है भाई उसका, रेयरली नहीं होगा।
अरे वो रिपोर्ट हुआ 9 माइनस होता है, मेरा हुआ था ये चोमा ने किया था 10 माइनस होता है एक साथ। रिपोर्ट जब करते हैं ना तो 10 माइनस हो जाता है भाई मेरा।
Seems like
चोमा
you've
किया,
been enjoying
चोमा वैसे कितने बार
yourselves.
गया पता नहीं मेरे को
How
उसको।
about you? What are you up to
अरे
now?
एक बार गया था
I'm just looking out for some
स्नाइपर
leads
ले।
while getting some fresh air.
अरे तेरी भैंस की।
I noticed
करो
that
ना
I
तुम
have some
आहिस्ता बढ़िया
blurry
आराम से।
memories after saving
चलेगा ऊपर।
Ermin's
तू
soul.
क्या कर रहा है?
I almost
कौन
feel
मैं?
like there's still something extremely important I need to do.
पिक तो कर ली
I
लेस्ली मैंने।
can't remember what it is. What is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
ये लेस्ली पे वो
Thank
कौन
you
सा
so
रहता
much.
है? एम्बलम
Since
फिजिकल
you're
वो
willing
बढ़ाने
to
वाला ना
help.
इक्विपमेंट से।
Oh, it's beautiful. I found it in the sanctuary
हो
of
गई इनके
Saristana,
साथ।
but
ये
it's
ओपोनेंट भी
built
अच्छा है।
with pure elemental power that is it's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory.
बाय बाय बाय,
I can't
स्किल्स तो
figure
देखो
out what
हमारे
it is.
टीम की। अगर हारे ना ये गेम,
Traveler, do you have
हमारे से
any
घटिया
ideas?
कोई नहीं
अरे तुझे ट्रांसफार्मर कौन सी निकली सर?
रहे। इंडूस वही चाहिए थी मेरे को।
एल्डूस। अरे यार अच्छी निकली,
बन
मेरे
जाता
को
है।
बहन चोद ये बम्बल भी मिली।
अरे मेरा बचा ही क्या था, ग्रेंजर।
ग्रेंजर है मेरे पास।
ग्रेंजर का मेरे पास लेजेंड है, तो मेरे को वो चाहिए नहीं था।
ग्रेंजर की वैसे भी अब वो आ रही है ना एग्जॉर्सिस्ट।
मैं नहीं पीछे कर रहा हूँ भाई। अबे देख ना, ये मिया और इसकी स्किन भी नहीं ले रहा मैं। हो गया मेरा खत्म।
ये तो ले ले, इसमें तो क्या ही है।
नहीं नहीं, ये ले लूंगा, फिर आगे वाले भी लूंगा। मैं
ओ
भैंस के मेरे सामने
भाई।
भी यही है।
You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now.
अरे
If we
यार
find
तू
anything, we'll be
वेव
sure to
क्लियर
let you know
करना,
right
ज्यादा
away.
14 बनना है क्या रैंक
Thanks, you
का?
two. I didn't mean to trouble you again. Don't mention it. Besides,
जरूर।
it seems you've
और
got a
मिला
lot
भी
on your
जल्दी
mind,
है।
and
कैसे यार रिकॉल करना पड़ेगा।
I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi. Last warning! Get out before I.
hang on.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a.
Please, don't worry. I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can
भाई
feel
भाई
its
इधर क्या गैंग
anxiety
हो
and
रहा है,
fear.
कौन सा लेना है?
It's in dire need of our help. Well, fungi are kind of cute, but
भाई कौन से लेन पे आया हो?
क्या?
that's true.
कौन से लेन में आया हुआ है?
All
जा
right,
रहे
डालो।
हैं
lead the way, little fungus. Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive.
भाई इसकी आज ग्रेट ट्रेनिंग है।
Paimon, coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
भाई मारो उसको।
The wind rises.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behavior.
अरे इनका स्वभाव है भाई।
भाई क्या भगाया मैंने।
हेलो गेमर बेस। अरे नहीं, एक्चुअली में मेरा डायलॉग का वॉल्यूम नहीं आ रहा है, मैं वो थोड़ा देख रहा
Hence
हूँ,
why
पता नहीं
they
क्यों
tend to
प्रॉब्लम आ
strike
रही है
first, rather than waiting.
डायलॉग के वॉल्यूम आने में।
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions.
क्यों नहीं आ रही है डायलॉग के वॉल्यूम? मैं गेंशिन खेल रहा हूँ, जब निकला था उसी टाइम से मैं खेल रहा हूँ। 2000 इसमें निकला था, 20 में शायद था। कुछ दिखा नहीं रहा है।
Relax.
नहीं नहीं, बोर क्यों लगेगा? ज़्यादा देर का काम ही नहीं होता ना, जैसे कभी कभार स्टोरी आ जाती है तो ठीक है, वरना फिर आधे घंटे का मैक्स काम रहता है।
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
कैसे हो, बाद में देखता हूँ मैं। नहीं, तो 36 स्टार तो वो हर 2 हफ्ते में रीसेट होता है ना।
Why Melissa wanna speak?
उनको हर 2 हफ्ते में करना
It
पड़ता है।
appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. Seems like... So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here? Probably. Although
Well,
fungi are...
Leslie,
Maybe it
team
noticed
fight
me
में आ
on
जाओ
my way
sir.
back and thought I'd be... I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
5v4 चल रहा.
What is it, Nahida? Strange.
जीत गए
This
ना.
fungus didn't develop from
कहाँ?
a
अरे
spore.
मतलब सब मर
It's
गया
an
हम लोग.
elemental like... Huh? An
Equal trade
element,
हो.
yes. Although the
हाँ तो कोई
fungi you
दिक्कत.
normally see are capable of using elemental power, as for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus.
और गेम
भाई
खेलते हैं?
भाई
हाँ,
देखा
और भी खेलता हूँ। एमएल हो गया, ब्लैक
टीम
तो
डेजर्ट
फाइट
हो
मैं
गया,
क्या
हाँ.
करूँ, रेट्री
और
रेट्री
कभी
मार के आ
कभार
गया
ऐसे
मेरे
ही
ऊपर
कोऑप
तो.
के गेम्स, जैसे कि क्या नाम है,
मैं सब मार दिया, अल्टी रेट्री जो भी उसकी बच्ची कुछ थी,
जीटीए हो गया
खानदान
या
का था.
फिर सी ऑफ थीव्स हो गया, ऐसे टाइप के गेम चलते रहते हैं।
तो तुम मरोगे अभी. अरे रे.
Exactly.
ये अच्छा है भाई इसका ये
So
जो
this is a
तलवार
first even,
देखो.
but that's not all. The void is stopping the elemental
लॉर्ड
power
अटैक
from
करके खत्म
flowing
करते हैं भाई.
normally. So do you think it'll wake up if
क्यों
we
दर्द
could
देना
guess?
चाहते हैं?
And I just so happen to be good
इसका
at this
बैटल
sort of
स्पिन
thing.
कूल डाउन में क्या
I'll
है?
see what...
जब भी कुछ हो जाए इसका अटैक करना उसका अटैक इसको कूल डाउन पे रहता है और 2 सेकंड में मारता है ये बंदा.
My power was compatible. Looks like everything is...
Lord of Dendro. Is it really the Lord of... Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me.
It can...
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that.
मैं भाई immortality में
Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature.
Hello, Paimon.
Okay,
I'm
bye
not
bye,
yet
bro.
able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other... So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not... Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more... You're not a fungus, sorry.
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this... Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat, even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of... What are you? And where...
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time. Possibly my home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew. We were victims of the apocalypse. Yet in time...
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time.
Don't worry, we'll listen.
I was lucky and managed to survive. After Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer.
Your home was
मिनियन था
destroyed by forbidden knowledge? It's said that they are
ये
looking for a
मिनियन
way
ही
to
नहीं
save their homeland,
लाइफ नहीं
but the
बदला
catastrophe of the desert should have ended.
The Lord of Dendro is correct.
थोड़ा
We are
और लेट
not
गेम
from
जा
the
रहे हैं तब
desert.
मजा आता
I would very much like to tell
तो
that
कुछ
may sound a
एडवाइस
little
कुछ
odd,
एडवाइस
as it is very important.
Yes, how could
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge.
I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left with. I'm sorry. I hadn't.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. And not only did you save me, but you've also already
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is
हाँ
no
भाई
more.
my home.
ये ऑफलाइन बात गलत
Should be safe now. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save.
It's not your fault. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides your.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city,
अरे भाई
there are. Oh yeah!
ये नहीं आने वाली शायद
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. The moment I saw you when I awoke, You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of...
Ah, I see. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere? The more family members that can return home with me.
But didn't you say that you don't know where the...
Yes, but I know their end.
वे लोग ब्रॉल खेल रहे थे यस डीप एक्सकैलिबर लोग या रैंक कर रहे रहेंगे तो अपने अगेंस्ट ही आते हैं क्लासिक कर रहे रहेंगे तो अपने अगेंस्ट ही आ जाते हैं
Behold!
स्क्वाड में है तो हम कोच मीटिंग Yoma, Red Dog, अच्छा
तोमा तो खेल नहीं रहा
There's something that I'm very concerned about.
खेलता है कब हो जाता है
Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal, the elemental power inside the crystal is complete?
सोलो आदमी है वो बेचारा जाता है दुख लेता है फिर वापस आ जाता है
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with them that I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished. It makes sense. Yeah. I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland. But agreed. I really want to send them home, so they...
उठा लेंगे टेंशन
Quit following me.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road. You're up, traveler.
The wind rises.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely...
Hey, Paimon has been meaning to ask.
No, we didn't. The appearance of our... After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, We gradually took the form of fungi.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason. So you are able. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and we are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to?
800 मैच
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain.
टॉप स्क्वाड के प्लेयर
Putting it as simply as possible, you cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly. Nor can
I see. Humans have a term. You're so smart, Nahida. Paimon gets it now.
growth. I see. Yes, then this is what a most beautiful word.
वो जो ग्रुप में हूँ ना मैं, उसमें एक बंदा है, वो हर बार वे लोग
How much farther is it?
जीत रहे आ रहे हैं।
हाँ वो देखा था मैंने स्ट्रीम में, वो लोग कोई तो 2-3 टीम ये लोग आपस में बार बार वही आते हैं। बेन करके जो बंदा है वो भी हर बार रहता है सामने।
बेन वही है मेरे लिस्ट में।
We're about halfway there. You're doing
वो
great,
इसका
Paimon.
अरे लोग आ ही रहे हैं।
वो इस बेन था। हम लोग के क्लास रैंक ब्रॉल में आया
I
था।
was just curious.
तो उसने को पूछा था, रोइस्टा तू वही है के ग्रुप में याद है?
You seem to enjoy taking care
काक्षू
of
ग्रुप वाला।
others.
तू था या नहीं पता नहीं हमारे साथ। हम लोग के ब्रॉल में अपने
Does
अगेंस्ट
the
आया था।
Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
तो फिर
That would be awkward,
कोई
wouldn't
बंदा
it?
अब इनको इतने अलग अलग कैसे बंदे मिलते हैं हमारे सामने, तो भाई अनशन लोग आते हैं वही 4-5 जो भोसले वाले।
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone.
शायद हम लोग
No matter whether it's
अच्छे
tired or
रैंक
not,
तक ये है ना
my child is
रॉबी।
always happy when I put it on my back and
पूरी
give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi
लोग
we
भी
ran
किले
into
हैं।
earlier?
Yes, one was my friend and the other was
क्या
my
है भाई, ये
child.
बंद करके स्टार्ट कर यार, क्या बकचोदी है।
Because it's just a fungus. I
देख
don't want
ओपोनेंट
my
में 5 मैच
presence
नहीं
to
रहेगा
change
तो
or
अपने को
affect the
बच्चे
original state
क्या
of
है
the
यार,
fungi
क्लासिक में
species
सब
here.
बकचोदी कैसे चलती है भाई,
It
या
is
तो हटा ही दो
slightly
क्लासिक
different
पूछे, अब ये
from
सब
an
करना है तो।
ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some
ओपोनेंट में
human
5 मैच होना
language,
चाहिए।
so I gave it a name.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great. Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with. That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things. Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as important as my homeland.
एक ही बंदे आते हैं इनके सामने।
Yes, this way. We're almost there.
देखो फर्स्ट नंबर पे है ना, उसमें स्टार्स में उसके लास्ट मतलब सबसे राइट स्वाइप करके जा, लास्ट के 1 2 3 4 5 या 6 मैच सेम अपोनेंट से।
वो उनको वही मिलता है और वो बंगाल में खेलते हैं ना, बंगाल में
नहीं
ग्लोबल
फर्स्ट नंबर पे जो है बंदा 500 स्टार वाली बात
Yes.
करता
हाँ उनका
I've
थोड़ा
heard
ये है,
humans also
थोड़ा
call it that before. It's the last
Right.
form we take when we are at the end of our life.
कोई तो टीम थी उनके सामने, उनसे वो एक
Paimon, it's trying to say that when they've suffered
अरे
enough
अपने
पांच
अगेंस्ट
बार
जो
at the end
लगातार
of
खेले
their
हैं
life,
वो टीम
they become
वो
a
लोग
tumor of the
हैक्स यूज
withering.
करते हैं।
कौन?
Yes. I would have also
against the
suffered the
danger.
same fate if it wasn't for the
Yeah.
Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is
देख
how the
इक्वल
withering
मैचअप है,
is
देख
worked?
अपने में भी 2
Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the
अरे
root
नहीं उनमें
cause
एक
of the
एपिक भी
withering.
था बे।
But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence
उनकी
still
वो epic
remains,
है,
which is why the
epic too।
withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time.
लग रहा है।
It's understandable that they will
चलो
eventually
brawl।
become the withering. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland,
निकलो।
flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine
भाई ये
lakes,
कच्चा नींबू कब
in the
बेचाते
fertile
का
soil,
16 से 9 आ गया है, देख रहा हूँ।
and in the homes of my friends. They grew everywhere.
स्टार्क जाने का
The
दम.
world suddenly lost all its color
बीटी
and
भी
became
बेचारा 2 स्टार
tinted
पे
and
प्लेस हुआ
murky. But it's
अभी
all right.
आराम नहीं वो
Our
2 स्टार
life
पे प्लेस
essence,
हुआ उसमें नहीं
elemental
हो 2
power,
स्टार के ऊपर प्लेस हुआ
still
है
resides in
क्योंकि
this
जब मैं
flower.
देखा था वो एक मैच
After an
जीता था
adventurer
3
clears the
एक मैच
स्टार
river,
का
जीता था ये।
I will quietly draw
3
near
स्टार
the
वाला
area.
3 स्टार
If
भी
I
नहीं
can
सिर्फ ओवर
sense
ड्राइव
the
है बीटी के।
elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
3 स्टार में
But
जीतने वाला
how
मैच
would
एक
me
जीता
effects of forbidden
तो 3
knowledge
स्टार के
could
ऊपर
have...
ही रहना चाहिए था वो
It's
मुझे लगता है
okay.
बाकी
उसके
सारे
बाद
हार गया
That's
होगा।
not important
हार ही रहा
anymore.
था वो लगातार
I just hope that they can all make it
अबे
वो
back
जो भी
भाई
home.
खेले टू ओवर ड्राइव
It's
सब
not
हार
right to
गए।
leave them to
जो
simply
भी
perish
जीतते हैं
in
ना
the open like
वो
this.
स्टार्टिंग के 5 मैच
Now that
जीतने
we
चाहिए
finally
बस
have the
जिसमें
chance to
हर
return
3 स्टार
home,
पे 15 तो प्लेस
each
ही हो
one
जाता
I
है
managed to
उसके
bring
बाद
तो
back
के
मैं भी
5
प्लेस
में
तो
2
हुआ था
मैच
that
11
much
12 पे, पर
happier.
क्या ही फायदा
I
वो तो लेके
understand.
जाके 3 4 मारा।
Just leave it to us.
वो भी
So
है
you're worried
मैं भी
about
वही हुआ
अबे
था
भाई
भाई
होप
मेरा
It's
कुछ
fine.
होप
Forbidden
के साथ
knowledge
खेलने
doesn't
में भाई
exist
मजा तो
anymore.
आती है।
It's
इतने
natural
हम
to
ही
want
लोग
to be
आते हैं ना,
overcautious
होप
when dealing
कुछ
with
भी
a
एमएम
highly
दिखा दे,
venomous
कुछ भी
snake.
दिखा दे, अनशन
But when
हरकतें
all
करेंगे,
that's left
टिक
is
कर
a
कुछ भी।
skeleton, there's nothing to worry about. Paimon doesn't get what you two
और
are
सबसे बड़ी
talking
दिक्कत
about, but
होती है
we're
अगर
all
मैं
ready to go
टैंक पे लिया
now,
होप
right?
एमएम खेल रहा
Now
है, सब
let's
बढ़िया
do
चल रहा है,
this.
हमारा
We've
हाइपर
dealt with the
इतना
withering
हकू होगा
countless
ना,
times
इतना हकू
already.
कि तुम कुछ ही नहीं कर सकते हो।
इसलिए मैं जब भी ट्राई करता हूँ टैंक रखता हूँ एक हाइपर रखता हूँ और फिर मैं मेजर मार्किंग में स्विच करता रहता हूँ
क्योंकि पता है हाइपर का सीन क्या हो रहा है, हाइपर अब मान ले भाई हाइपर हाइपर जैसा लो ना, सेबर चूतिया हीरो है, चूतिया मतलब चूतिया जो हीरो हो सकता है ना गेम का, वो है हाइपर के नाम पे। वो लोग लेंगे अर्ली गेम 2-3 किल मिल जाएंगे और लगे हाँ बहुत ओपी हूँ मैं, बाद में एमएम उनकी 2 बार में फाड़ देगा, पड़े रहेंगे वहीं पे कटे की तरह। सेबर प्लेयर थक्के होते हैं। कर लो
Gather!
Hardly.
Stabilize!
पानी है वो हमें भी मिलना चाहिए पानी
मैं तो वो देख रहा था क्या बोलते हैं ये एनए रीजन के
Quit following me.
नॉर्मल मैचेस थे, उसमें खाली पिक करके खेल रहा
The wind
था।
rises.
ये वही अलग स्ट्रेटजी होगी।
क्या मजे
एक बार और ऐसा कोई बंदा आया था कर रहा था।
Stabilize!
Decided by destiny.
Guys, behold.
खाली भी इधर भी खेलते हैं ग्लोबल स्क्वाड था नंबर 1
नहीं मैं प्रोफेशनल वो एनए का कुछ तो चल रहा था वीकली, वो उसमें खेल रहे थे वो लोग।
Too slow.
बाय 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 ये केबल वाली एक केबल मार रही है फिर सीधा जूम करके जा रही फुल जूम कार है बोलते
आओ
पुलिस
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home. Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Okay, follow me.
You even want this?
बाबा अरे बैठ यार
Illusion shattered.
The wind rises.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right? Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They are very important to us. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahita's power if you want to save that fungus.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahita is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight, but if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
All right, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about this.
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
All right. Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try
एक तरफ
now?
तो जाएगा
Okay.
अपना
Good luck, Lord of
जाना
Dendro.
चाहिए ये लोग बहुत नोब्स है बहुत नोब्स है
Wow, you really turned into a fungus.
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is?
Oh, how do we do that?
यही savage
I'll
चुराने
get
आया
close
था
to
तुम
them while you make your way over from above. You
Savage
should be
तो
able
चुरा
to
लिया था
identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear your answer.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for
मेरा फ्लिकर विकर सब
All
मार
right,
दिया
good
था
luck,
उसको
Nahita. Let's go, Traveler.
मजा आता है भाई रैंक करने रोल वॉल टाइम पास करना वो टॉक्सिक से बाहर आते तो मजा आता यस किया
There's a fungus on patrol in the center
रैंक
here.
सोलो खेलो तब मजा आएगा तुम्हें
It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
इतने अच्छे लोग मिलेंगे
मैं डो या ट्राई करूंगा डो
इतने
भी
अच्छे लोग
बहुत
मिलते हैं सोलो में
दो तब करता जब मेरे साथ वो सेकंड पार्ट में मैं हाइपर के बिना कभी रैंक अबे एक बंदा है वे
It seems
हाँ हर
that
बार मेरे को
fungus
बुलाता
won't
मैं
be
रिजेक्ट
living
करता
for the
हूँ
moment.
तो मैंने बोला मैं
I
नहीं
should
खेल सकता
try and make my way through.
मतलब इतना अच्छा नहीं खेलता रे बहुत इरिटेटिंग तो मैंने बोला उसको नहीं खेल सकता। तो मेरे को बोलता है, तो मेरे को ऐसा अननेसेसरी पीपल, मतलब मेरे को नहीं बोला, ऐसा अननेसेसरी पीपल में रखने।
This is the
अरे फिर
spot. There are several fungi
ऐसा
here.
अननेसेसरी पीपल को,
Hide and
तो
wait
फिर
for the
मेरे को
traveler
अनफ्रेंड
to
करता,
catch
बोला
up.
नो आपका फीलिंग सही है भाई, मैं नहीं करना था तेरे को अगर तुम नहीं करता तो।
स्पैर चलता है क्या?
हाँ
स्पैर चलता है क्या इस पे पेट्रोल पे?
क्या चलता है?
इंस्पायर।
So this
हाँ
is the one.
चलता है।
Understood.
इंस्पायर तो अच्छा है इसमें।
ऊपर चुप्पा।
Nahida?
ये जून में आमोन के कलेक्टर निकालने वाले थे,
I
पकीतों की
never
निकाल
knew
रहे
that
हैं।
it
वाह,
was so
मैंने कौन
tiring to
खेलता है
change
इतना
forms
पकीतों?
like that. I even used the techniques
No,
that
I
it
know.
taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you
बैंक
wish to
चलते हैं
perform
अपने।
drastic
भाई
changes
वही मैं
instantly.
तो अभिषेक।
Thank you for everything you've done.
हाइपर कौन
All
करेगा?
seems to have gone
तुम होना
according to
हाइपर।
plan. Now we
भाई मेरा
simply wait
फ्लिम्जी
for it
हाइपर
to
है भाई,
wake up.
50-50%।
भाई ये तो गलत बात है।
50% अच्छा खेलता, 50% नहीं खेला।
Language
ये बहाने नहीं करने।
easy.
मैं किया था,
इसका
पता
क्या
है,
है?
ग्लोबल विश स्क्वाड के अगेंस्ट हाइपर किया था
It's okay,
मैं।
I
विश स्क्वाड
have
पता है,
good
इनका स्क्वाड
news.
हाँ बस।
Let me explain it
इनके
to you the
अगेंस्ट ही हाइपर
fungi
का किया था
way.
मैंने।
अरे यार, वो कुत्ता आगे स्पेस थे।
Ended? Go home now?
Yes. Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
I remember.
Really? That's great!
Home. Dendro Dragon.
गिव अप कर दिया।
Dendro
ये कुत्ता
Dragon.
मेरे पास वापस आता है तो उससे क्या होता है?
Yes, the Dendro Dragon.
कुत्ता
I'm
वापस आया,
sorry,
शील्ड
I
दे
just
देगा।
got so excited.
नहीं मिल रहा
I've probably never expressed such
देख रहा
emotions
था क्या
before.
कर।
But yes,
तो
our
कुत्ता
home
मर गया
is
तो?
the Dendro Dragon.
Oh, wait a minute. Hyman's confused.
मर गया तो तेरे
Do
को
you
वापस
mean
प्रेयर
the
करना
Dendro
पड़ता।
Dragon as
फर्स्ट और
in
सेकंड
an
स्पेल देगा
elemental
ना।
dragon?
फर्स्ट और
Like
सेकंड देख,
Diwali?
कुत्ता मरने के बाद
Yes,
देख,
they're both
दो
dragons, but a
वो आएगा
pet,
तेरे पास।
the Dendro Dragon, has been
प्रॉम्प्ट
around for
वो दबाएगा
longer
तो
and
एक
has
जगह पे
accumulated
प्रेयर।
dense elemental power. But I don't quite
ये अंडरस्टैंड हीरो
understand.
और
बनाते
फिर
हैं।
वो कुत्ता
Why
वापस आ
would you
जाएगा।
say that your homeland is a dragon?
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
जा कुत्ते मार, उनकी कान मार दो।
The Dendro Dragon. Inside.
भाई ये तो खड़ा है कि चूतिया है क्या?
Mountains.
मारना लोड इसको।
Trees. Us.
There is an entire
मर गया
world
कुत्ता, अब क्या
inside the
करना है?
Dendro Dragon's body.
वो
The
वो
Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life
वो
forms
बड़ा करता है,
and
मर
protected
मार।
us inside of itself. It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in
तो
a new
भैंस क्या
world.
एचपी
However,
देख।
that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse arrived.
Hyman's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon.
अरे
The only
यार
difference
ये
is
दिक्कत
that the
करता ना।
Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro slime.
Wait. Then, if that's the case,
भैंस की एक स्टन।
doesn't that imply that a pet has also been contaminated by forbidden knowledge?
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro? I haven't seen this expression on you before.
A pet is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated,
Then a big void will also form inside the dragon.
I'm afraid so. Its
अबे,
body and soul
वो
have
टैलेंट मार
probably
सीधा
been
100
in
रुपए में
terrible
मिलेगा मेरे को।
shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen a pet for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization? But anyway, a pet disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's
भाई
been
डैश
enduring
करते करते मर जाता है।
unimaginable pain all the while. It's probably in pain as we speak. Yes! How could I have forgotten? If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to panic. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our homeland, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
ब्रॉल इतना मिल रहा है, क्लासिक नहीं मिल रहा अपने को लॉल।
Thank you.
ब्रॉल में वो नहीं रहता है ना सप्लाई में।
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you.
Go home, leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting.
अपन सब लॉबी में आके बोल जाते हैं आराम
Don't
से।
worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Food. Don't like plant invasion.
There are two things that it wants you to do.
मिल
One
गया
is
बड़ा।
to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area.
Soil. There. First. See.
लड़की भी है।
Here. Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it right away.
क्या हुआ? भाई
Squall and Fury.
यार कॉलेज तो चालू होगा ना अभी।
कॉलेज? मेरा कॉलेज नहीं है।
हो गया तो रहने दो।
वो तो घर पे ही पढ़ रहा हूँ।
Sure.
Shadows of fate.
Power.
It's time to handle the invading
मस्ती कहाँ
plant life.
से?
Wildflowers! It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading!
भाई इसको अपना ही हीरो मिल गया।
That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat. Sumeru was a Pep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky. turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, a pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
A pep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to
Bye
stir
bye
up any
bye.
trouble.
Exactly.
Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know, a pep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why a pep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
The wind rises. Squall and fury.
Thank you, Lord of Control. Family happy.
You really like them, don't you?
Family like. Do you not like your family?
That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species.
Does that matter? Family likes me. I like family.
Paimon doesn't quite understand.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then you place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important. Paimon would still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon?
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then a pep may be in danger. It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated?
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no one can return from.
Yeah, that must be the
नहीं
chasm,
दोस्तों के
right?
ग्रुप में कुछ अलग ही
But
चलता
what
है इन
is
लोगों
it
का
doing there?
लोगों के नंबर
It's
शेयर करके
impossible
स्पैम
to
करो क्या
preserve
तो
forbidden knowledge, but what if
वो
it can
हैकर
be
लोग
converted to a
मतलब
different
वो
form?
रहते स्कैमर
I'm
क्या
sorry
मतलब
if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think
We are
it's
all
possible. Follow me.
I will be
I'll
having a
explain it
small
once
party
we
tomorrow.
find that elemental
So
life
if you
form.
are really interested, you can also do the same at your place. इसको क्या सीन है? ये स्टार्ट क्यों नहीं कर रहा? जिन चिचा स्टार्ट कर दिया। अरे भैंस के ये क्या स्किन है? वो स्किन दिखा। पहला कुछ अलग ही होता क्या तुम्हारे पास?
बेलेरिक था।
कुछ अलग ही दिख रहा था।
पेंटेड स्किन कुछ तो खाली तो था। चलो ये हाया की स्किन सबके पास ही रहती है ऑलमोस्ट।
So that elemental life form
सबसे बेस्ट
came
स्किन
all
है।
the way here on its
Shadow
own and
of
spent a
Spirit.
long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the withering like the others?
शुरा अच्छी है पर
There is
शुरा
a
का वो
chance that
खराब
we could
लगता है मेरे
avoid
को।
that end,
क्या बोलते
using the
हैं
power of something
जो
here,
बेसिक मॉडल है ना
referring
उसका
to what was used to
बिना
fight
कपड़े के
against the
भीतर ही
abyss.
लगता है, पता नहीं अजीब सा उसको।
It once repaired the rifts of Teyvat long ago. It has
सूरा
the ability to purify and stabilize
Exorcist
powers that
देखते हैं
shouldn't
कैसी
exist in
है।
लास्ट
Teyvat.
हो फिर देखो।
Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form. Yep. It's just like soap
हो गया
bubbles
ना
that
भी खेल।
rise to the water's surface.
Another strange
खूब से
metaphor,
इंस्पायर्ड बंदा है।
but Paimon somehow gets this one.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's go and take a look.
The wind rises.
यार एग्जीक्यूट दुकान से पहले फिकर मार दिया साल में।
Behold! Swollen Fury!
Look, it's over there.
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
अरे भाई भाई जाना
I know
तो।
what to do. I'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Quit following me.
Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light.
Wait. Something dark is coming out. Something's not right. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time has passed. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it is still a form of dangerous power. It might have lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long time.
Oh no.
लगता है उसका
But we still
फटता
have
भी है।
tons of questions we need to ask.
I should
अरे
be
ये
able
मेरे
to
से
purge
क्या
it with
दुश्मनी
my
हो गई
elemental
इसकी?
power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler.
It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself. Let's see if we can think of another way.
Oh yeah. You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs.
You want to use its power, but
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise caution. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
don't understand. This no good, that no good.
अरे यार एक एक से बच जा रहे हैं बार-बार।
Yes, I understand, but this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
It's okay, there's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the elemental power that will be used. How about this? Traveler, you could try using it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Bye.
Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean the apocalypse has come to an end? Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories you speak of. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become unstable. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your resolve.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I chose to go through with it is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see, I won't last much longer.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. Thankfully, it appears to be in good condition. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro Dragon's Heart of Oasis operates. The Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. It too is nearing the end of its power. However, if you are able to reactivate its Heart of Oasis using the Fire Seed, then the Dendro Dragon will begin to recover. And as a result, our homeland will return to the way it once was.
Oh, so the Heart of Oasis is a pep source of power.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the Fire Seed to save me?
Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know. The Fire Seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful, yet fragile at the same time. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accidents, please don't use it again.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure you there's no need to worry.
All right. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, the Fire Seed can also resonate with the Heart of Oasis. In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro Dragon by following the guidance of the Fire Seed. But you should hurry. There's little time to waste.
अभी रुक जाओ मेरा गेंशिन चल रहा है.
Forget about me. You should hurry home now.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. Lord of Dendro, I thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to save the Dendro Dragon. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured. It's enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait! It turned into oozing filth.
you use the Lumen Stone once more, I can still feel its elemental power. Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home the most.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one with the other family members. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy right now.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved. There is nothing more important than being together with family.
Let's go!
Home. It's not much further. Follow me, we're close now.
Squall Fury!
Wheel of Life.
Yeah! Stabilize!
I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. It has already noticed our presence.
Crumble!
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way.
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go? For only a moment? Foolish Brewer, you will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Ah, what is that? Paimon's never seen that before.
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like fungi.
External form not important. Inner nature say. The The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words, they're residents of our homeland.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro Dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you!
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from their pain. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything else has been discarded in the process of adaptation.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across to that? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature. All they want to do is survive.
Delve into destiny.
Rise. Toast the wind rises.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't seem aggressive anymore.
They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external form has become their shackles. It seems only the Fire Seed or a Pep's Heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the Fire Seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Everyone goes home, not just us.
This is becoming quite the dilemma.
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the Fire Seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable. But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to a Pep again. After all, that giant Dendro Dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Yes!
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Quit following me.
solidified!
This cave is huge. Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lives? Yeah. Who knows what's inside that cave?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that? It doesn't seem to want to help at all.
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon's even willing to listen.
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful? Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd she go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too much. The traveler's no pushover.
Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the traveler around. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it! We still need to find the traveler!
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed! What happened?
It shattered! It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter, unless...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed, which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing? Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida? Oh, come on, Paimon, think!
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. The fire seed is technically just a ball of highly concentrated elemental power. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fungus. So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was supposed to.
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
What happens if you keep getting smaller?
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotions, memories, and who knows what else?
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers that a pep is facing right now.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken, then the eagle will be grounded forever.
No. Please, no, Nahida! The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
To imagine such growth time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and
Solidify!
Hey!
The wind rises.
Thank you for protecting your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. the agreement we made.
Stabilize. Squall and Fury. Upon the gate. Solidify. The wind rises. Stabilize.
Fate is upon you.
I learned a wonderful word. Fluor, which means light. It will be remain.
Gather.
Delve into death. I see everything.
Too slow.
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? Then let us know that you're alright.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power, just as they did. They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing to be sad about.
But that's different! They won't ever be the same. Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep. Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me, destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. Be that as it may, my position still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Yeesh! Who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world, and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest, and it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun Al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom in my domain. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones, while others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart, even to this day. I will follow it until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge he had accumulated. But even then, I still believed that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out! Still in one piece, too!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The hydrofungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh, yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look. How are we going to explain all the the complicated things that happened.
The wind rises. Quit following me. Squall and Fury. Behold!
They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time? We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It's said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Oh. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again. Someday.
Squall and Fury. Too slow. The wind rises. You even want this? Behold! You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax.
Solidify!
No touching! For Rex Lapis, born of ice and frost.
From Detective.
Born of ice and frost.
Stabilize! Gather!
No touching! Next on the agenda...
Stabilize!
Access denied.
smarted.
This is order.
This is long overdue. Access denied.
Solidify. Gather.
No touching. We're way behind schedule.
How's
Quit following me. Too
Let me scry. Nice.
The wind rises. Wretched vermin.
Stabilize.
Upon the gale. Squall and fury. Too slow.
Guided by destiny. Shadows of fate.
Upon the gale. Unsightly insects.
Stabilize!
Behold.
Solidify!
Quit following me.
Gather!
Fate is upon you. Let me scribe.
Upon the gale. Search for it. Cry louder.
Solidify!
The wind rises. Search for it.
Stabilize!
Squall and fury. The wind rises.
Gather!
Written in the stars. Shadows of fate. Wheel of life.
Search for it. Wretched vermin.
Stabilize!
Behold.
This realm is... If you ever...
Take it easy.
Today's recommendation.
Add as. Thank you for. Add as.
Here are my wishes.
Hey! Here!
Pay your dues.
Busted.
Hold the line!
Take it easy.
Pay your dues.
Everyone hold hands! Oh no!
You can't run
Allow
from
me.
debt.
I see everything! Here!
Pay your dues.
Hey!
You can't run from debt. Pay your dues.
Everyone hold hands!
Quiet.
You can't run from debt.
Take it easy.
I see everything. Here. Hey.
Gotcha.
Can't run from
Hold the line. I see everything. Positions.
Pay your dues.
Everyone hold hands.
You can't run from death. You can't run from death.
With all my strength.
Pay your dues.
I see everything.
You can't run from death.
Rest and rebuild.
Death.
Take it easy.
This realm. If you ever